What if I told you that your dog didn't come into your life by chance, and that he may have been sent to you long before you were even born? This might sound strange, but there is spiritual evidence that dogs are connected to a much greater purpose. However, this truth has always been hidden, until now. Since ancient times, dogs have been regarded as spiritual guardians, protectors of souls, and messengers of something beyond our understanding. But hardly anyone talks about the real reason why the chosen ones always share a deep connection with these animals. Have you ever noticed that your dog seems to sense things before you do? That he changes his behavior around certain people? That sometimes he stares intently at a corner of the house as if seeing something invisible? This is no coincidence, and today you're going to uncover what has never been told about this mysterious bond. But before we continue, I want to know, has your dog ever acted in a strange way, as if protecting you from something unseen? Share your experience in the comments below, because what I am about to reveal could change everything. If you feel that you are one of the chosen ones, that you have a special connection with the universe and a greater mission in this world, then your dog is not by your side by accident. He may be much more than just a pet. He could be a spiritual guardian sent to protect, heal, and guide you. This connection between humans and dogs is not new. Since the most ancient civilizations, dogs have always been seen as sacred beings, spiritual messengers, and gatekeepers between dimensions. But what few people know is that this bond becomes even stronger when it involves the chosen ones. The ancient Egyptians believed that dogs guided the soul in the afterlife. Anubis, the jackal-headed god, was responsible for leading spirits to their true destiny. For the Celts, dogs were symbols of healing and spiritual protection, accompanying warriors and shamans on their sacred journeys. And even today, many cultures see dogs as guardians against unseen forces. But why do the chosen ones feel this connection so intensely? Because the energy of a chosen one is different. Have you ever noticed that you attract attention, unusual situations, and even challenges that others don't seem to face? This happens because you carry a powerful light within you, and that light often disturbs those who dwell in darkness. If you've ever felt drained by certain people, exhausted in specific places, or overwhelmed by emotions more intensely than others, then you understand the weight of carrying this special energy. And that is exactly why dogs are so important for the chosen ones. Dogs can sense your vibration. They perceive your energy in a way no one else does. They know when you are well and when something around you is off. Have you ever noticed how in certain moments your dog behaves differently? Maybe he started barking for no apparent reason, staring at an empty corner of the room. Or maybe he came closer to you on a tough day, resting his head on your lap as if he knew exactly what you were feeling. This is not just instinct. This is a sign that he is connected to you on a much deeper level than you realize. But there is something even more remarkable about this connection, something most people never notice. What if I told you that your dog may have been placed on your path at exactly the right moment? Think carefully. How did your dog come into your life? Was it a planned decision or something unexpected? Did you adopt him on impulse, find him on the street, or did someone give him to you as a gift? Now reflect for a moment. Was it really just a coincidence? Or had the universe already orchestrated this meeting long before you even realized it? Many chosen ones share that their dogs arrived in their lives during times of great transformation. Some say they found their dogs when they were going through difficult phases. Loss, a radical life change, or an existential crisis. Others describe an instant connection as if they had known that animal long before holding it in their arms for the first time. This happens because dogs don't just choose us. They are chosen by the universe to walk beside us. And believe it, your dog knew who you were even before you understood what he truly means in your life. Now tell me, how did your dog come into your life? Was it a planned meeting or something that seemed like a coincidence, but maybe never was? Write your story in the comments, because in the next section, we're going to talk about what dogs really see and feel, and how they protect the chosen ones in ways no one imagines. Don't go anywhere, because what you're about to discover will forever change the way you see your dog. Have you ever noticed that your dog seems to sense things before they happen? That he gets restless around certain people, as if picking up on something invisible? Or that sometimes he barks at nothing, as if seeing something you cannot? This is no coincidence. Dogs have a supernatural ability to perceive energies, making them true spiritual guardians of the chosen ones. Many people believe that dogs only protect us physically, barking at strangers, warding off danger, and defending their owners from visible threats. But that's only part of what they do. What most people don't realize is that they are also spiritual protectors, absorbing and dissipating negative energies that could affect you. Science has already proven that dogs have incredibly sharp senses. They hear frequencies beyond human perception and detect scents we could never notice. But there's something science has yet to fully explain: the way they react to unseen energies. Countless chosen ones report that their dogs behave in ways that defy logical explanation. They become alert or restless at certain moments, even when there's no visible threat. They growl or bark at empty spaces, as if guarding the house from something invisible. They position themselves between their owner and another person, as if blocking a bad energy. If this has ever happened to you, it's because your dog is protecting you on an energetic and spiritual level. The chosen ones carry a powerful and radiant energy, one that attracts both positivity and forces that seek to unbalance them. Your dog senses this and acts as a true energetic shield, preventing those negative forces from getting too close to you. Have you ever come home after a long, exhausting day, feeling drained from all the interactions that took a toll on your energy, and your dog comes to you, pressing his body against yours? That's not just a gesture of affection. He is cleansing your energy, absorbing the heaviness you carry, and restoring balance to your vibrational field. Many chosen ones notice that after difficult moments, their dogs start acting differently. They seem more tired and sleepy, as if they've taken on a heavy burden. They become extra affectionate, staying close to you, trying to pull the dense energy away from you. And this is just the beginning of what your dog does for you, becoming more alert, shifting their mood, and acting more protective after certain interactions. This happens because dogs are constantly filtering the energy around you to keep you balanced. Have you ever felt like someone was watching you, but when you looked around, there was nothing there? Or walked into a place that felt heavy for no apparent reason? Dogs sense this before you do. They pick up on vibrations that indicate the presence of unseen energies, whether good or bad. And many times, they try to warn you. If your dog avoids a particular spot in your home, it could be a sign that heavy energy lingers there. If he growls or pulls away from certain people, he might be sensing something in their energy. If he positions himself protectively by your side, it could mean he feels something invisible nearby. In some spiritual traditions, dogs are believed to see spirits and entities that humans cannot perceive. That's why, when a dog behaves strangely without any logical explanation, it's worth paying attention. Some dogs don't just protect against negative energy, they are also believed to be connected to other dimensions. Their unique vibration allows them to move between the physical and spiritual worlds, acting as true energy portals. There are countless stories of people dreaming about their dogs after they've passed away, feeling their presence still lingering. Some even hear faint footsteps, catch a familiar scent, or notice small signs that their dog is still around, even after their physical departure. This happens because the bond between a chosen one and their dog goes beyond the material world. Your dog may continue protecting you even after leaving this life, remaining present as energy. Many people feel they reunite with their dogs throughout different lifetimes. Sometimes, a new dog comes into their life with the exact same habits, mannerisms, and personality as a beloved companion from the past. This could be a sign that he has returned to continue his mission by your side. If you've ever had the feeling that a new dog seemed to know you before you even had the chance to bond, it may not be just a feeling. It could be a sign that this spirit has been with you before, in another form, in another life. Now tell me, has your dog ever acted in a strange way, as if protecting you from something unseen? Share your experience in the comments, because in the next section, we'll talk about the healing power of dogs and how they help the chosen ones balance their energy. Don't go anywhere, because what you're about to discover will forever change the way you see your dog. Now that you understand your dog is not just an ordinary animal, that he feels your energy, protects your vibration, and acts as a true spiritual guardian, what I'm about to reveal could completely transform how you see this connection. What if I told you that your dog is not with you only in this lifetime? That the bond you share may be far older than you ever imagined? Many people who have lost a beloved dog say they never truly feel like he is gone. Some dream of him repeatedly, while others sense his presence even after he has passed. But what few realize is that they can come back. Have you ever lost a dog, only to have a new one come into your life later? One that seemed to have the same habits, the same quirks, even the same gaze? There are countless stories of people adopting a new dog and feeling as if they were reuniting with an old friend. Dogs that instinctively recognize commands they were never taught, that curl up in the same favorite spot as a previous pet, that display gestures so identical it's as if they share the same soul. But is this really just coincidence? Or is there something far greater at work? According to some spiritual traditions, dogs are loyal spirits that, when they form a strong bond with someone, return to continue protecting them. Their mission doesn't end when they leave this world. They keep watching over, guiding, and waiting for the right moment to come back. If you feel that you are one of the chosen ones, that you have a purpose in this world, and that your energy is different, then you already know that the spiritual journey is not always easy. During times of transformation, you may feel alone, misunderstood, or lost. But what if I told you that your dog might be a spiritual guide sent to walk beside you and help you along this path? That would explain why they always seem to arrive at just the right moment. Think about it. How did your dog come into your life? Many people say they found their dogs during their most difficult times, after a loss, a crisis, a major life change. Some describe feeling as if their dog simply appeared out of nowhere. But was it really just a coincidence? What if, on a deeper level, he already knew he needed to be with you? Have you ever noticed that you don't need words for your dog to understand how you feel? Even in silence, he knows when you are sad, anxious, or worried. He senses your energy before you can even put your emotions into words. This is because dogs don't communicate only through physical cues. They feel your vibration, your thoughts, your emotions. It's a silent connection, but a powerful one. And this connection doesn't break, even with death. There are countless accounts of people who continue to feel their dog's presence long after they've passed. The sound of footsteps on the floor, as if their dog were still there. The feeling of a gentle weight on the bed, as if he had curled up beside them. Dreams so vivid, they feel like true reunions. Some even say that in moments of danger or deep sorrow, they feel warmth or an unexplained chill, like an invisible presence offering comfort. Could this be a sign that your dog is still protecting you, even without a physical body? Now, take a moment to reflect. Has your dog ever protected you from something you couldn't see? Did he come into your life at the exact moment you needed him most? Have you ever felt such a deep connection with him that it seemed like more than just a pet? If your answer is yes, then know this: it was never just a coincidence. Dogs know exactly who they are meant to be with. You don't choose your dog, he chooses you. And when a dog enters the life of a chosen one, he takes on a mission far greater than simply being a companion. He is there to guide, protect, and transform your energy. Many spiritual traditions speak of souls that reincarnate together, living different journeys in different bodies, but always remaining connected. What if dogs weren't just animals? What if they were spiritual beings who chose to walk beside you lifetime after lifetime? If you've ever felt that your dog is more than just a pet, that he is a spirit that has been with you before, then perhaps this is the revelation you needed to hear today. Now tell me, have you ever had a dog that felt like a soul reunion? Have you ever sensed that a new dog carried the same essence as one who had already passed? Share your experience in the comments, because the next topic will reveal your dog's true purpose in your life and how he is guiding you on your spiritual journey. What you're about to discover now may change everything. The dogs that come into the lives of the chosen ones are never there by accident. From the very first glance, from the moment your paths crossed, they already knew they had a mission by your side. You may not have realized it at first. You may have thought it was just a random encounter, but over time, it became impossible to ignore. The connection is far too deep to be mere coincidence. If you take a moment to observe, you'll see that your dog mirrors everything you feel. He knows when you are happy and at peace, but also when something isn't right. When your heart aches, when your mind is overwhelmed, he comes closer, rests his head on your lap, or simply lies down beside you. He doesn't need you to speak, he feels it, because that is one of his most important missions, to balance your energy. The chosen ones carry a unique vibration, and often this means they absorb everything around them, emotions, thoughts, burdens that aren't always their own. And when that weight becomes too much, your dog is there to lighten the load. Have you noticed that after a difficult day, simply sitting next to him brings an unexplainable sense of relief? As if that dense energy is simply dissolving? But this exchange comes at a cost. Over time, many dogs begin to show signs of exhaustion. They become quieter, sleepier, sometimes even fall ill without any apparent reason. This happens because they absorb more than they can handle. They filter out everything that might be affecting you. But if you don't learn to care for your own energy, you may end up overwhelming your guardian. That's why it's so important to give back. A simple walk in nature, a moment of affection, a look of gratitude. Dogs don't ask for much, but they do need to feel that they can recharge too. And yet that is not their only mission. The dogs of the chosen ones are silent teachers, hidden guides. If you pay attention, you'll realize they are teaching you all the time, without ever saying a single word. They show you the importance of living in the present, of not carrying the weight of the past, or worrying too much about the future. While humans get lost in thoughts, anxieties, and expectations, dogs simply live. They don't hold grudges. They don't cling to pain. They feel, and then they let go. That is one of the greatest spiritual lessons anyone can learn. And there's something even deeper that many overlook. Dogs don't come into our lives just as companions. They arrive at the right moments, when we need them most, when we feel lost, directionless, uncertain about how to move forward. Have you ever noticed how, so often, the meeting with a dog happens in an inexplicable way? He appears at your door, is found on a random street, is given to you as a gift even though you never planned for it. But later, when you look back, you realize that moment changed everything. You may not have chosen your dog, but he chose you. And what if that choice is older than this lifetime? Many chosen ones say that after losing a beloved dog, they never truly feel like he is gone. Sometimes a new dog comes into their life, and in a mysterious way carries the same habits, the same gaze, the same way of being, as if it were the same spirit returning to continue its mission. Dogs can reincarnate alongside their humans. They come back to keep protecting, guiding, and teaching. Now that you understand all of this, there's something you must do. You can no longer see your dog as just a pet. He is a guardian, a teacher, a spirit walking beside you. Pay attention to the signs, cherish this connection, and take care of him just as he takes care of you. Because this bond goes beyond time, beyond this life, and nothing can break it. Now tell me, have you ever had a dog that felt like he had a greater purpose in your life? Do you feel that this connection is anything but ordinary? Share your experience in the comments, because in the next topic, we're going to dive into something even deeper, the telepathic connection between the chosen ones and their dogs, and how you can strengthen this bond in ways you never imagined. Have you ever felt like your dog knew exactly what you were thinking? As if he could sense your emotions before you even expressed them? Maybe he came closer when you were sad, without you saying a word, or looked into your eyes at the exact moment you needed comfort. This connection goes far beyond animal instinct. It is a silent, profound communication, almost telepathic for those who truly pay attention. Dogs don't need words to understand what we feel. They perceive our energy, picking up on subtle vibrations that escape human perception. While people focus only on what is spoken, dogs see beyond. They sense what lies beneath every gesture, every glance. If you live with a dog, you've probably noticed that even without making a sound, he seems to know when you're about to arrive home. He might perk up his ears minutes before you open the door or rush to the entrance as if he feels your presence approaching. This happens because dogs are connected to you in a way that is invisible, but undeniably real. And this connection isn't limited to physical presence. There are stories of people who, while going through difficult moments far from home, felt a sudden wave of warmth and comfort, as if they were being wrapped in a familiar energy. Later, when they returned, they learned that at that exact time, their dog had been restless, behaving as if he sensed something was wrong. This bond transcends distance, because it does not depend on space or time. It exists on a level that science has yet to fully explain, but that the chosen ones feel deeply. Have you ever noticed that your dog reacts differently to certain people? As if, before a single word is spoken, he already knows who carries good intentions and who does not. Dogs are never deceived by appearances. They read the energy of every person and respond according to what they feel. If your dog avoids someone or seems uneasy around them, pay attention. He may be sensing something that you have not yet seen. But there is something even more extraordinary about this connection. Many people say that even after their dogs have passed, they still feel their presence. Some hear soft footsteps around the house. Others feel a faint touch, and some have dreams so vivid they feel like real encounters. This happens because dogs, just like humans, are not merely physical beings. They have an essence, an energy that continues to exist even after death. And when the bond between a dog and a chosen one is strong, it never breaks. Some spiritual traditions believe that dogs serve as messengers between dimensions. They perceive what human eyes cannot see and often act as a bridge between worlds. There are stories of people who, during profound moments of spiritual transformation, noticed their dogs behaving differently, as if they were witnessing something invisible. Others have reported that during deep meditation or reflection, their dogs lay beside them, perfectly still, as if they knew something sacred was happening. Your dog is more than you ever imagined, and this connection is far from ordinary. If this connection is already so strong, imagine what would happen if you started developing it consciously. Many chosen ones say that when they meditate in the presence of their dogs, they notice them becoming calmer, more in tune. Some even experience an unexplainable kind of synchronicity, where they can predict what their dog will do before he even moves. This silent communication can be strengthened over time, and the more you pay attention to the signs, the more you'll realize that your dog has always been trying to communicate with you in a way that goes beyond the physical. Now tell me, have you ever felt that your dog understands your thoughts before you even say a word? Have you ever had experiences that made you believe in a connection beyond words? Share your experience in the comments, because in the next topic, we will bring this journey to a close, revealing the true purpose of dogs in the lives of the chosen ones and what happens to this bond when their mission comes to an end. Have you ever stopped to think about the true meaning of your dog's presence in your life? Now that you understand the depth of this connection, you can no longer see him the same way. He was never just a pet. From the moment he entered your life, an invisible bond was formed, a connection that goes beyond time, beyond space, and even beyond this existence. If you are a chosen one, your journey has never been ordinary. Since childhood, you have seen the world differently, felt things more intensely, and carried an energy that often made you feel out of place. But your dog has always been there. He has protected you, taught you, balanced your energy, and more than anything, helped you remember who you truly are. Many people go through life without ever noticing the signs, without ever understanding the magnitude of the encounters the universe places in their path. But now that you know the truth, there is something you must do. Cherish this connection. Spend more time with him. Pay attention to the small gestures, the silent looks, the moments when he tries to show you something without using words. Because everything he does has meaning. And if one day his mission by your side comes to an end, know that this bond will never be broken. He may leave physically, but his energy will remain with you. Some people feel this so intensely that they report dreams, premonitions, and even small signs that their dogs are still nearby, protecting them in a different way. And in many cases, they return. Maybe in a new body, maybe in a way you never expected, but the connection never fades. Now I want to hear from you. How has your dog transformed your life? Have you ever felt that his presence has a greater purpose? Write in the comments and share this message with someone who also needs to understand the true meaning of this connection. If you've made it this far, know that it wasn't by chance. See you in the next video.